Good evening, everyone. Just sitting here in front of Schnucks. I'm about to go in to get some French toast for my son Julian, or cinnamon French toast. Little stick thingies. They're about yay big, about they yay thick. Uh, he's crying right now because his sister ate the last of them. Children. So I'm gonna get him that real quick. But I wanted to give a quick update on Steven Donziger. If you saw my post a few days back, you probably know. If you've been following the story anyway, you probably know that he went to jail. He was there for about a month or so. He's supposed to serve 6 months, but then they released him because of COVID or something, and they released the guy, and he's serving the rest of his sentence from home. So he's under house arrest. Shouldn't be the case. If you read that post, you know what I'm trying to say. You already know how I feel about it, so I'm not gonna waste your time telling you again. If you don't know, fucking scroll back a little on my page and you'll see it. But anyways, quick update. He's being interviewed right now, or he was being interviewed. I think it was a live stream on YouTube on the Katie Halper show. He pretty much talked to her and gave an update to everyone of what his legal battle looks like right now. What's next? I think he went to the Court of Appeals and trying to get this BS sentence overturned, and hopefully he'll get his law license back. He was disbarred. They call it when you lose your law license or something, when you're not allowed to practice law anymore. You've been disbarred. That's the common term, I think, used. Anyways, all of that. But yeah, he's I watched like 20 minutes of it. I think it's about 45 minutes or an hour long video. If you want to watch it, I'm gonna post a link of it under the comments for this video. I just do shit weird like that because I'm not very tech savvy. But I feel, what do you say? Kind of disappointed this is happening in the United States, where this dude is not very. I think it's the first time I ever hear someone being prosecuted at the federal level by a private law firm that some freaking corrupt judges appointed. A private law firm that I think it also works for Chevron, the company that is doing this to him, the main culprit. Anyways, Steven Donziger, he's in the interview. Cornel West was there too. I don't know if you know who he is. I don't even know what he does exactly. I don't know how to define, but he's a very eloquent speaker, and it's those kind of people that you like to listen to. They kind of make you feel hopeful, and at the same time, like, he's just a lovable dude. Lucy Lawless, apparently, I think she's an actress, or like a movie actress or something. But she's very engaged in this case. And this other dude, I don't even remember. Something Lee. His last name is Lee. Black dude. I can't say I ever seen this guy. So, anyways, Katie Halper show. They have Steven Donziger on, and they talked about Julian Assange as well. Another dude that is pretty much a victim of our legal system right now. That you probably know about Julian Assange more than you do Steven Donziger. Honestly, he's been in the news for a long time, and I mean to make a video of him too. So stay tuned. all three of you that watches my shit, or two, three on a good day, zero on a bad day. But yeah, so they talk about Julian Assange a little before they interviewed Steven Donziger, and like I said, he pretty much is rehashing what Chevron is doing to him, and the people that he's fighting for in Ecuador. He talks about what happened to them and their land, what Chevron did to them and their land. He shares what it was like to be in prison. Talks about the food quality and how expensive it is to buy your own food there. The lack of space, even during COVID. Talks about some of the prisoners that he met. Anyway, it's a good interview, and this is I just feel morally obligated to share this man's story. If you can't tell, if you've been watching my videos, the two of you that have been watching, this is not my comfort zone. I am way out of my comfort zone, speaking on a freaking camera here and trying to stay, trying to be able to get my words out and say what I want to say. But I'm just doing it because I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's just so disgraceful that the corporate media, or mainstream media you might call it, that they're not, the shit they talk about, it's unbelievable. And when they do talk about these people like Steven Donziger or Julian Assange, they always talk about them in a negative perspective, and very limited stuff. Going back to Julian Assange real fast, I saw a little segment on Morning Joe, MSNBC. Joe Scarborough's talking to former senator from, where's she from? I don't know. She's from near one of our nearby states here, and she's Claire McCaskill, and she got defeated in 2018, I think. She lost her Senate seat, and they were talking about Julian Assange, and just let me tell you from right off the get-go, I think Julian Assange is innocent. I think he's a victim of our legal system, and in another video I'll tell you why. But Joe Scarborough just said that Julian Assange put overseas soldiers in grave danger, and that there was a lot of smoke around them. And no, it's neither of those claims is true. And that's pretty much as he said it. That's pretty much as far as he went. He kept it vague and didn't really tell. I mean, he didn't really tell you how exactly he put the troops in grave danger. So, anyways, that's the corporate media for you. And I'm just trying to raise awareness about this because if you know how I feel about politics, the way I look at it, there's 4 factions right now. 2 parties, yes, Democrat and Republican. But they're kind of divided right now. Even within the parties, we have two factions in each party. On the Republican side, you got the old school Reaganite people, corporate minded and corporate owned and corrupt, and then you have the Trump people. That's the new faction. And I mean, Trump is corrupt too, and all his goons that are in Washington with him, they're also corrupt. So just straight out sold out, just blatantly sold out to corporate interests. And the people that support him, either they just don't see it or they refuse to see it. So to me, that they strike me as a cult. So that's the 2 factions on the Republican side. On the Democrat side, you got the neoliberals, which is almost like the corporate Republicans, the Reaganites or neoconservative people. Almost the same. The only thing where they differ is on the social issues. gay marriage, abortion, what else? Transgender rights, things like that. Gay rights. They fight. That's where they fight a lot mostly. But on corporate stuff, on taxing the rich, raising the minimum wage, this Build Back Better bill, they were all in the same team almost. 99% of neoliberals and the corporate and neoconservative Reaganites and the Trump cult, they were all against this kind of stuff. So anyway, you got the neoliberals, and then you got the faction, which the one I kind of identify with, which is the progressive faction. The Bernie Sanders one, the AOC one, and we're the minority in Washington. I mean, it is what it is. For now anyway. And out of all four factions, only the progressive ones are pretty much shedding light on these issues that matter the most, I think, if you live here. I mean, if what's happening to Steven Donziger, I said it before, it can happen to any of us. What's happening to Julian Assange, it's very bad. It's what happened. What they're doing to him is they're trying to incarcerate him and criminalize what he did, which is reporting. If they find him guilty of the things he's being charged with, I think it's under the Espionage Act. It's gonna be bad for the First Amendment. That's my understanding. Is it'll criminalize reporting or journalism to a certain extent, and that will be a bad precedent. And so I'm losing my train of thought, but yeah, they are only the progressives are the ones speaking out, at least in the progressive independent media. Because even in Washington, I mean, they did write a letter supporting Steven Donziger. Rashida Tlaib mentioned him in a one of those congressional hearings they do. She said that to the CEO of Chevron. She mentioned Steven Donziger and pretty much grilled them for it. But yeah. That's just how that's where I stand for. That's why I do these videos that are not my my strength. This is not my wheelhouse. I'm just trying to raise awareness, and I hope at least one or two people get the attention and follow through on it and learn more of what's happening to people like Steven Donziger, Julian Assange, Edward Snowden. That's another person. Chelsea Manning. And there's other names that I'm forgetting right now because, like I said, I'm not in my comfort zone right now. But yeah, watch that interview if you want to. At least give it at least 10 minutes of your time or something, and learn about Steven Donziger. You want to know what he looks like, what he sounds like. That's him right there, and it's an interesting. He has a lot to share that I think is important. He's pretty much shedding light on how our prison system works, and he was behind bars after all. So, very interesting perspective from his end. So, anyways, Katie Halper show. I'll post her link, the link to that show, under the comment section of this video. Ciao.